Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Sun and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sun and Pops Culture. I'm Sun,
And I'm Pops.
and this is episode 101.
101. This is your entry level episode. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome. welcome.
Welcome.
If you're new here for this course, I guess, who are we?
For this
What do we do?
session. What we what we do here at Sun and Pops Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic book, literature, sports, anime, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Sun and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Sun and Pops Culture. There we have polls and other stuff that we do with the shows, trivia, highlights. But if you ever want us to talk about a certain something, you can just hit us up. And if you just want to chat, we're always happy to hear from you guys.
True, indeed. We love hearing from our listeners, getting your input. So I guess we'll start where we always start.
Yeah, with this week's drink.
This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want, because either way, we gonna drink. What do you have for the people today, buddy?
Today, I have a quality drink. I made a green tea.
Oh, look at you. Let me see that cup. Is that Snoop?
Yeah, it's Snoopy, and he says him laying on the doghouse.
Yeah, and your grandma would greatly appreciate that. You know, she's the low-key Peanuts fan.
Yes, I know. Yeah, but inside the cup, it has strips of Snoopy. The comic strip. You see that?
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
It's cool. That was a gift to me.
Oh, it was a gift?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, can I ask you, you put cream in your tea?
I did. I actually, no, I put lactose-free milk in it.
Oh, okay, but still cream.
Yeah, put cream. Some honey, put some cream.
Yeah, you know, that's something I discovered way late in the game was cream with my tea.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But it's definitely a game changer.
Oh, yeah. It makes it so much better.
Yeah, it's like, you know, my man Marshall doesn't drink tea at all.
Why?
And that's what I said, why? And he said, man, that's just some dirty water. And I said, dirty water.
I've heard that.
As opposed to coffee, which is what? I was like,
muddy water.
Yeah, that's muddy water for sure. I was like, he said that. No. And he was sincere. He was like, that's just dirty water. I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I'm a big tea fan.
I have heard that with tea, though.
Mm-hmm. That one year, your grandma got me those cases of tea for Christmas. Everybody was like, "What?" I was like, "I got like 46 things of tea." It was all these different teas. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh yeah, this was honey and lemon,
that does
ginseng."
Sound good.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, let's go with the tea."
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, what I have for the people today, drum roll please, is high quality H2O with a squirt of berry flavored Mio. So
nice.
Yeah, I almost made a drink, but after last night's debacle, which I'll get into later, I said, your mom said, I thought you said you weren't drinking. And I said, you know what? I did say that, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to hydrate today.
Your body will thank you.
Yeah. My mind's telling me no. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyways, cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Yep. Episode 101.
Who would have thought?
I didn't even chug it. It's probably because it's water.
Yeah, that's why.
That's because it's water. I'm like, I'm just going to sip on this. Meanwhile,
now, did you just use regular Mio, or is it like energy Mio?
No, it's just crap.
Because you have to be careful. It says energy on it.
I think it's just regular. I hope.
Okay. Was it black?
But
Was the case
no.
black? Okay, that's
No.
regular. Yeah,
Okay. But yeah, yeah,
that would suck.
that would suck.
That would suck.
That would really suck. Yeah.
You'll be good.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we have a lot to talk about, folks.
Yeah, we do. As
News.
opposed, can I say something real quick? As opposed to last week's
Last
episode,
week.
because although we should probably apologize, because although
For
it was
100.
although it was our 100th episode,
Yeah.
we had actually just spent a whole week together. So we
Mhm.
pretty much talked all week. So
Yeah.
between all the coming and going and weddings and drinking and late
We're
nights,
exhausted.
yeah. By the time we recorded, we were like, oh man, like we were tired. We had already talked everything out. So yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, talk about not our best, but So thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Anyways, we premiered the new intro song, so there's that. But yeah, I
we
thought
were
about
in person at the time.
Yeah, we were
so
in person.
There's also that.
It was just always the case. Like,
Mhm.
we talk about things already, so it's like when we sit down, it's like, okay. And we were tired. We were so tired.
We were tired. So that's on us.
Yeah, that's on
You
us.
know.
But
Also, it's kind of a reflection. It was your
Yeah.
notes. We were
yeah,
following.
my notes. Well, I've been leaning on you, but I was
I
like,
didn't have
just
my
said,
notes.
you said you didn't have your notes. I was like, oh no,
No.
I was like, it's over for us. This is going to be 22 minutes, and
It's
that's
like when
what
you have to give a presentation on the fly.
Oh, but I'd say
First
I said,
class.
so and so dropped a trailer. You're like, yeah, I didn't watch it. I was like, oh my god. I was like,
I had no
neither.
idea.
Yeah, I was like, this is
my
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, I was like, this is so terrible. But anyways,
It
we learn
won't
from
be like that today.
Yeah, it won't be like that. We learn.
We learn from our mistakes.
You gonna learn today.
Mhm.
Learn today. So anyway, so I guess we should get into it, bud. So
Yeah.
take it away.
So I'm just gonna start with our polls. We do them every Saturday, and recently I decided to do like a little fun one. So I asked of people who would win in a hand-to-hand fight: John Wick, Batman, Rocky Balboa, or Bruce Lee. Do you have any guesses on who won?
When I guess Batman, the overwhelming number of people were guessing John Wick, and all I thought was John Wick uses guns. But anyways,
he scraps a little bit.
He's a little bit.
Yeah, he has a sword
and Rocky Balboa was at 0 when I voted.
I just put him in for fun. Hey, he never goes down.
He gets back up. He gets back up. Keeps coming. It ain't how hard of a hit you can take. It's how hard of a hit you can take and still
it's
get
about
back
how hard
up.
you can get hit.
Is that what it is? Get him, bud.
Yeah,
Get him.
It ain't how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's what the quote is.
That's what living is. Yeah. So okay. Who won? Who was the winner?
The winner was, by the majority, 47%, Bruce Lee. Yeah,
Really?
I didn't know the love people still had for him.
Hey, I love Bruce.
Respect.
I got the poster on the wall right over there.
You do.
But wow.
I'm not complaining. I'm just so surprised that that's what the people took.
I mean, he was like a dark horse when I voted.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, oh, people did vote for Bruce though, huh? Interesting. Bruce won.
47%.
Maybe they were like, he's the only real. He was probably like, he's the only real person on here.
That says enough.
He's the only one that actually existed.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Second place was Batman with 27%.
Yeah.
And third, 20% was John Wick.
Wow.
A narrow 7%, Rocky Balboa.
I imagine that demographic was.
No, if you knew who voted for them, it was actually surprising.
Oh, really?
I thought it was. Yeah, they definitely did it as a joke.
Yeah, because you see the results. That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome. Though, Bruce Lee still kicking ass.
Yeah, I really thought John Wick was gonna take it for recency bias.
Yeah, but clearly he didn't. Wow.
Yeah,
Bruce. I'm looking at the poster now. Enter the Dragon. My man. But
so yeah, check out our Instagram for stuff like that.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah.
So the news.
No.
A bit of it. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you had a fun
Oh,
weekend this week.
oh, yeah. I guess I should fill you in briefly because I have a
Yeah.
couple shout outs I have to make. It was parents' weekend at your sister's college, so your mother and I, went there and we tailgated, and yeah, those kids go hard.
Oh,
Much
really?
much harder than I went at that age, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I pulled a couple of them aside and said, "Yo, I used to do it big here." I said, "But you guys have leveled up. Just the
Great
scale of it."
Gen X. Great Gen X
Hey, no,
is
but no,
setting their
look,
fall.
no, just the scale of it. Because when I
Okay.
was there, the arena, I mean, the stadium was in town, blah blah blah. Now they're at an NFL stadium. The
Yeah.
parking lots are full. It's just a different thing, but it's still big. It's big, and it was a good time. Met a lot of nice people. A lot of your sister's friends are great people, and shocker, their families were great people too. I was like, wow, well, how about that?
That's
Great
good.
people make great kids. It was really refreshing.
Yeah.
I got to give a shout out to my man, uh, Will McDade. He is the one, the life of the party.
Yeah.
That he is amazing to me because he has found like the perfect balance of party and academics. He's like brilliant, but he can get a party started. I'm like, this kid amazes me. Like, he really does. Like, I'm like, this kid. So yeah, shout out to my man Will.
Yeah.
And I also met a fellow podcaster. He has a podcast. His name's Jordan. He has a podcast called Octagon Jordy. Check him out for all your UFC needs. He's deep into the UFC, so we had a nice conversation about that. So yeah, check him out, people. And I also met his father, who is huge on TikTok. Like
Yeah.
370 some subscribers, 75 million views. And the man goes by the name of the OGDP. I'm sure some of you are familiar with his work. He makes the Evil Knievel toy videos where he cranks up the Evil Knievel and he jumps over stuff. I mean, talking to him was pretty wild, bud. Because he for one, he's bigger than me. So I'm already
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm sizing him up like, who's this dude bigger than me?
Mm.
But he's super cool, super nice. But he actually told me a story about how like his TikTok blew up, and it was pretty just he just did it because he liked the toy, like nostalgia. And he filmed the video and people liked it, and he just kept doing them, and it just kept growing, and he just does it out of love.
That's cool.
And yeah, he's really cool, and he wants to be a guest, so we're gonna have to work something out because
Oh,
I started
how our
smacking him.
people talk to his people.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got to talk to the big dog and see what's up. But he was letting me know he's well versed on pop culture, so I look forward to talking to him again. So yeah, that was Parents Weekend. I got 16,000 steps in about 5 hours. So yeah, that's the one part of college life I don't miss.
Oh,
I forget how much you walk. Like when you're in
Those
college,
walkable cities.
yeah, college just like the idea of walking somewhere is nothing. And as soon as you're out of college, you're like, I ain't walking nowhere. I'm like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't walk to the convenience store. I'm like, I'm a draft. But so yeah, we got some steps in last night, me and your mom. But it was a great time. It was a great time. Seeing your sister in her native element with her people was pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyways, moving on.
I'm glad you had a good time.
I did. And I was not hungover this morning. I was just very tired.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's better than being hungover.
Yeah, straight up. Smoked a whole pack of cigarettes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I bought them at 4:00.
It's okay. Drunk darts don't count.
They don't.
They don't count.
All right.
That's
all right.
That's what like non-smokers say.
Yeah.
When
All
they
right.
smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. And I was
drunk, it doesn't count.
I don't know if I was popular or just that kicked in because you know how many cigarettes I gave out last night.
Oh
yeah. The one dude was like,
what a great role model.
He's like, hey, where's Big Matt? I need a menthol. Where's Big Matt?
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I said, I got you, young man. I got you.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm an unapologetic smoker,
Yeah.
Don't come to me to steer
Good
you away
icebreaker though.
Yeah,
Good
hey.
icebreaker.
I gave out multiples.
Yeah,
It was pretty.
I know,
Yeah.
but you make brothers for life.
Mm.
If
For
you
life, baby.
Yeah, if you get in a bind that night, whoever you gave a cigarette to, they got your back.
They got me. Yeah.
It's a
Luckily,
pact. It's an
my
unspoken
old ass
pact.
didn't get into no trouble, so that's good.
That's good.
But it was a good
That's good.
time. Hail to Pitt. So yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll start with a little sad news, and then slowly move us to some happy news. Quick RIP for Quincy Jones. icon, music icon. He was 91. He passed away on November 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah. Quincy was the man.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Q.
nothing much more to say.
Q, as his friends called him.
Yeah, that was given to him, I guess, by Frank Sinatra.
Probably.
That's what they said. That's when he started being called that.
Q. Yeah.
As a kid.
I know several Qs and they're all named Quincy, obviously. But I'm sure he was probably the first. Just I don't know where to start. Yeah, because he was the man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the man. He was already old when I was young, first of all. And he was he was in his 50s when he made Thriller for Michael Jackson. When he produced Thriller.
No, he was born in the 30s, so
he's
he would have been.
Yeah,
he would have been. He would have
been
50. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Think about that. He made the definitive pop album when he was 50. Just
I actually listened to a brief thing talking about his career. I didn't realize how young he started.
Oh yeah.
But he made some hits.
I forget
the one hit in the in the 60s and stuff. I was like, oh, didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
And there's another song I was like, didn't know that was him.
His relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody of any significance musically, Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He was a bad boy. There's a nice documentary that his daughter made, that Rashida made, about him a few years ago, because he has a lot of kids. to a handful of women. I think 3 women, but
he has 9 kids, I think.
Yeah, but there's a scene where she gets them all together and they're all talking about their dad. You know what I mean? And he's just sitting there old men do, just happy that they're all in the same room. He beat cancer. I think he had brain cancer. He had a scar right here. He would rub it. He was that guy. He was successful in LA at a time where there weren't a lot of black men walking around at his level. There's a story about the police being called to his house and they tried to arrest him because they didn't believe it was his house. Way back in the day. He was one of the first musicians to stop doing the whole Jim Crow thing. The Jim Crow tour. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure, but but yeah, he was pioneer, innovator. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and he produced and wrote Secret Garden, which is one of my favorite slow jams ever. Yeah. Barry, that's how I found out who Barry White was because of that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, show you right. Show you right. So yeah, rest in peace, Quincy Jones. Yeah. Rest in peace. Does he get a rest in power?
He deserves that.
Yeah, rest in power. Rest in power. Yeah. So okay.
Other sad news. Actors you love, Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz, are no longer together. But they said they're gonna remain friends.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard multiple things about why they broke up, their schedules, this and that. And I just chalk it up to these celebrities fall in love when they're working together, and then when they're not, they're like, oh yeah,
when they're busy doing other
stuff. They're like, oh, I guess that wasn't love. It's just that when we were together every day for 3 months for 14 hours a day,
amazing.
It was amazing. It felt like something, and now I'm back to my normal life, and I guess it wasn't that deep, but that's okay. I get it. But yeah, they were cool. They were a cool couple.
They were a power couple.
Yeah.
But now he's losing weight. He's dancing again.
He's dancing again. Back on that Magic. I was watching scenes from Magic Mike the other day. I'm obsessed with that dance.
He's trying to get that Gambit role permanently.
Hey, if he was smart, get some of that MCU paper. They're gonna sit him down like, we're counting on you. But you didn't want me before. They're like, yeah, we know that, but now we're counting on you. Now you matter.
Yeah. I don't think he'd complain about that.
Nah, not so much. But yeah, that's a shame. But young love. And although Zoe is one of my sweetie pies, I think she might be difficult. I just have a funny feeling.
Yeah, coming up where she came up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my money on the man from Mississippi.
Yeah.
probably had some
Yeah.
different ways of acting.
Yeah. She probably could you I feel like she'd be the type to correct you on a bad behavior that you didn't think was a bad behavior. Like you're like, what?
Oh, really?
What?
I just was thinking like she'd just, I don't know, be a little stuck up, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You're like, I don't know. But I can see that. I can very easily see that.
Yeah.
You know? Like I could very easily like, I don't know. Like he might want to watch Dumb and Dumber and her not think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like that
That's what
type
I
of thing.
mean. And
Her being
yeah.
like, why do you think this is funny? Because it is. I don't know why it is. It just is. You
Yeah.
know? Why is Talladega Nights funny? I don't know. It just is. I really don't know. It just is.
This
But
is
like why is that funny than other real
Talladega. That's funny because it's really like spot on making fun of that like that community of NASCAR lovers.
Shake and bake? Yeah.
Like those people exist.
Yeah.
Like they weren't exaggerating.
Yeah, if
anything.
you're not first, you're last.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him around here all the time. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
You were just home. You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
But
So speaking of breakups, this was old news. Tom Brady and his wife Giselle got a divorce.
yeah, that's right.
But Giselle recently announced she's pregnant with her new boyfriend. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're married. You know,
That's her
the
boyfriend.
fighter.
Yeah,
right?
he's a
He's a
jiu-jitsu
jiu-jitsu fighter.
world champion. He was
Yeah.
her instructor.
Yeah. So we know Tom Brady saw the news because that same day he posted on his Instagram story a sunset and the Fleetwood Mac song to it, Landslide.
No, he
So
didn't.
I think he was very upset.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm dead serious. There was a sunset photo and Landslide was playing to it.
Oh, took my love and you took it to hell.
Yeah. It's so sad. You're like, dang, he's really in his feels.
He's in his feels. Motherfucker, you chose football over her. What are you crying about? Like straight up. Why is he crying, buddy? Like he was like, she was like, you told me you were done. Well, I ain't done. She was like, well, I am. Peace. That's what happened. Like, that's what happened. Like, now you're gonna cry about it. Wow. Wow. That's so funny to me. I'm sorry. Her and I give credit to her new baby daddy because he's probably the one person in the world who was like, I don't care who Tom Brady is. I'll choke that dude out. And Minute was like, I'll choke him out tomorrow. What? You good, babe? Want me to go see him? She's probably like, no, don't. It's just social media, babe. It's so crazy. Speaking of Tom Brady, I have a friend in Staten Island. He's I'm just gonna call him Hammer. And he's the president. He's the vice president of the Raiders Club in Staten Island. There's like a Raiders Club.
Okay.
Oakland, well, not what it is.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Vegas Raiders. Yeah.
And
in Staten Island.
Yeah. So he told me the whole. He told me the whole story because he's a Raiders fan, and he told me the whole story about how he went into a bar one day, and like in the back room there was all this noise. He's like, "What's going on back there?" And they were like, "Oh, those are the Raiders fans. They have a club. They watch the game here."
Yeah.
So he was like, "What? I love the Raiders." He goes back, joins the club. A couple years later, he's the vice president. He might be the president now. I don't know. Yeah. But long story short, being from New York, he fucking hates Tom Brady. So I felt the need to text him and go, "So did you know that Tom Brady is co-owner of the Raiders now?" Yeah, he's a 10% owner of the Raiders.
Wow.
I said, so technically, you're now a Tom Brady fan. So he's not real happy with me right now.
That's funny.
Yeah. I thought that was amazing. So shout out to my man, Mikey Hammer Hayes. So yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I just found it out because I was just reading up on Tom Brady doing commentary now. And first thing I saw was, I guess he made some comment about the refs, and they were saying how he can't do it, especially because he's like part of a team. And I was like, what? Yeah, he's him and his group own a 10% stake in the Raiders. Yep.
Interesting.
So if they win a Super Bowl while he's still owner, he'll definitely have more rings than anybody alive forever. Like, because he already does than any other player.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. So
and he franchise.
And he franchises. Like, there's Tom Brady and everybody else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that fool's still crying because it just goes to show, bud. You can't have it all.
No.
Can't have it all.
You had to sacrifice something.
I mean, people forget. Never mind. I could talk about Tom Brady all day. But,
I know you can. I know you can.
Because he's just funny to me, and it's just like, oh, this guy. Let's go. So, what other news do we have for the people today?
Other news. I thought this was funny. A bit alarming.
You're killing me today.
So in South Carolina, a laboratory had 43 monkeys escape.
Yeah.
This was last week, and only one has been recovered since then.
But them monkeys are gone.
Oh yeah, they're in the woods. They're trying to give them food, but they're just taking the food and staying
because they're
away.
monkeys. They're like, we're not dumb.
Yeah.
But you caught me once.
Yeah.
You're not going to get me again.
So I think this is very reminiscent of a movie because they were in a lab for like testing products for like neurological stuff. So if you don't know by now, this should remind you of Planet of
the Apes. Yeah. Yeah, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
we're
Like, I've seen this before.
Yeah, like, yep. So you might want to stockpile in your fresh water and like,
yeah, this is the apocalypse. Right now.
Yeah, it's not all the other stuff we're talking about. It's the monkeys, folks.
It's the monkeys.
Yeah, but I
Either
guarantee
that or 28 days later.
Hey, it's 28 days later. It could be 12 monkeys. Could be Outbreak. I mean, but either way, none of those movies have happy endings.
No,
not for the
monkeys. Yeah, lab monkeys.
Yeah, and how hard is it? I don't know. Just quit testing stuff that has thumbs. That's all I'm saying. We're not thumbs, but they can unlock stuff.
Not just thumbs. The closest thing. I know why they test this. It's the closest thing to humans.
But then they still treat them like they're like rabbits, and then they get loose.
That's messed up, man.
Then they try to catch them with bananas, and the monkeys are in the trees laughing like, they're like, these bitches still can't climb.
Yeah, the people trying to catch them, they're like waving the bananas like, you want banana?
You
want banana? Like a monkey.
Yeah,
and the monkey's just like, this idiot.
The monkeys are like, you've been giving me shots for like 10 years to get me smarter. You think I'm gonna fall for this trick?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And they're like, and they still can't climb trees. Look, they probably laughing. Look, I'm still can't climb trees. Look at them. they're like top of the food chain, huh? Can't catch my ass. But we're there in South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina.
I'm gonna say at least 4 of those monkeys are in someone's house right now, just chilling. Because you know how people are. Oh, mom, there's a monkey in our backyard. They were like, oh my god, look at the little cute monkey. You think we can catch it?
Supposedly they're young enough that they weren't tested. That's what the lab was saying. That's what they were saying. But they were the monkeys very common in Asia, like the ones you'd see like on the streets and stuff. Yeah, like those ones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They weren't tested.
I forget what they're called. That's what they said. You know, I'm not surprised. That's what they said.
This summer, there's going to be some crazy outbreak at like Myrtle Beach, and they'll be like, we don't understand why everybody's sick.
Yeah.
But like, like they're petting monkeys.
We'll see.
Yeah, there are gonna be native monkeys in South Carolina.
Oh, now
no, you'll go there, just be calm. Oh yeah, we got monkeys now.
That would be wild.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I went into a lab once, like for work. I had to go into a lab type area. Really? Yeah. And it creeped me out because there was like the whole like redundancy with the doors and the locks. So the idea of those things escaping, it's kind of crazy because I was like, this is nuts. Like
they said someone forgot to lock the thing properly.
But it's so redundant.
You're right. There has to be levels.
Yeah, it was like I had to go through like 2 doors to get to like the last door to get inside to like move a desk. It was crazy. Yeah. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this is some Secret of them, but with monkeys.
Anyway, I fuck with Secret of them.
Oh, yeah.
For real. Yeah, The Great Owl. That used to freak you out.
Oh, that whole movie's creepy.
I love it.
Blame me? That movie's terrifying.
Nicodemus. Whew.
Yeah.
That's a powerful name right there, Nicodemus. Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, man. Oh man, the world's coming to an end, and it's going to be the monkeys.
Yeah,
everybody's over here worrying about red and blue, but it's going to be a bunch of monkeys. It's just like mess everything up. What else is going on in the world? What's popping?
So I'm gonna get into some more positive stuff.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, the Wayan Brothers.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, they announced they're reuniting for a Scary Movie 6 after 18 years.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last one that they worked on was Scary Movie 2.
Mm-hmm.
Beloved
True indeed.
franchise. Yeah, just I think they're iconic figures in the comedy world. So
Oh yeah, and they released a video recently. Like they did an interview and talked about how the Weinsteins took that franchise from them.
yeah, I did
So
see that. Yeah,
yeah, like they just took it from them and they went to shit.
Miramax, right?
And it went to shit after they left. It was really truthfully playing Miramax Disney because Disney owns Miramax.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the timeline, but
So
it's
yeah, it was
kind of
just
not.
some straight up, just company just
Yeah.
pushing them to the side.
Yeah, it's like written by, directed by, produced by Wayans, and then you take starring, and then you take it off of them. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And then it shits the bed.
yeah.
So
The
it's
only
kind
one people like is Scary Movie 3 out. After
yeah.
4
After
or
that,
5.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's right. I'm pretty sure they still had some bits.
yeah, they were still in it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
They weren't in it. I don't think they're
they
in it,
weren't.
but they might be credited with story.
Oh, with some
I
of the
think
story.
they took some ideas and
Yeah.
did their own thing.
Well, I'm glad they're getting their due.
Yeah,
Because that's theirs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So good for them.
I'm sure it'll
Congrats
be
to them.
hilarious too.
It'll be that type of humor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will definitely.
Yeah, it is that type of humor, but like
Mhm.
if you are for that type of humor,
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it. Yeah. True indeed.
because I've seen
True indeed.
clips from Scary Movie. I'm like, this is dumb, but it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah, it's dumb humor, but
Yeah,
but that's what they do.
yeah, that's what they do.
Maybe they'll
And it's the first time they've worked together in a while.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're
Like all
right.
3 of them. Yeah,
Maybe they'll reboot White Chicks.
that'd be
Yeah.
funny.
It would still be funny.
What they should do is, since they're older, this is what they're gonna do. Actually,
Oh,
they're gonna have daughters,
yes.
and they're gonna be cops, and it's gonna be white dudes,
white dudes.
and they're gonna go undercover
But I think you
with
may
both of them.
It's been a minute. You haven't spoken anything.
It's been 20 years.
No, I'm saying you haven't spoken anything into existence in a while. I think you just did. I think that's going to happen. Because it has been 20 years. It has been.
It has been. So yeah, they're gonna be cops, but have daughters.
Yes,
that
they're
are
going
also
as white
cops,
dudes.
and they're gonna both go undercover.
Yes,
White dudes and white chicks.
Wow, that's crazy. I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
Wow.
And it's gonna star. I don't know.
It'll start those Bailey girls, Chloe Bailey and the other Bailey. They're sisters.
Haley.
Yeah, yeah. That's their names. Haley Bailey and his sister Chloe Bailey.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be them.
That's funny.
Man, it'd be hard for them to hide that they're girls. There's a lot going on with them. Yeah. So maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Find someone. They'll find someone.
Yeah, maybe not them.
It's possible.
Yeah. Yesterday at Parents Weekend, one of your sister's friends on the slide mentioned Sydney Sweeney to me.
Oh man.
And I was like,
what are they doing?
What are you trying to say? Because I was talking about some of her clips. And she was like, yeah, not like that Sydney Sweeney. And I was like, oh, why are you going to play me like that? But anyways, it just popped in my head. What are you trying to say? She's a fine young actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has very good potential.
Yeah. Bright future ahead of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
so it was potentially, it's rumored that this new Star Wars trilogy is in development. New trilogy, but the important thing is who is heading this development. It's Simon Kinberg, and he was the writer of many of the Fox X-Men movies.
Yeah.
He was, we're talking Last Stand.
Yeah. Dark Phoenix,
Age of Apocalypse. I'll give him Days of Future Past. He did do Deadpool as well, the first Deadpool.
Oh, he did?
He did. And he did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, actually. A movie you love. He did Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He was the writer.
Yeah, I love that movie.
But with those gems, like we said, said Last Stand, Dark Phoenix, he did XX, like the Vin Diesel movie, the
Oh, did
early one.
he?
That was early in
Oh,
his career, but, but yeah,
yeah.
that's his credits. So how do you feel
Wow.
with
How
him?
do I feel about that? I was pretty much like hell to the no until you said Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Now I'm just kind of like hell no. But
Yeah.
I mean,
He has Deadpool
how
and
do I?
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, but he's dipping into Star Wars. They're giving him the new trilogy 10,
Yeah.
11, 12, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like after the debacle of the last three.
And a lot of the misses they've been having.
Yeah, so I don't maybe they're just trying to play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Yeah.
definitely not like risky. He's not risky in the sense of like where's he going to take it? You know,
Yeah.
the big I think most you'll get from him is just like don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's gonna push
Yeah,
the
he's not gonna
envelope or
push the
anything.
envelope by doing
Yeah,
outlandish stuff, but
yeah, but he's not gonna. I don't know. Look, I was just watching a clip the other day of Andor when the
mhm.
guy asked the Skarsgård what he sacrificed,
Oh, that's
and
monologue?
that
Oh, that's
monologue
probably one of the best monologues
all
in
time. That's like one of the
top
best all
10,
ever.
top 10 of
Yeah,
TV.
I was just like the way he plays it, the way he delivers it,
Yeah.
and I was just like the way it
Like if
builds.
you were auditioning, you could pull that up.
Yeah, you could,
Show a vast
for sure.
range.
Yeah, I might watch that when we get done. That shit got me hyped.
Yeah.
And
It's such a great monologue, yeah.
but so I'm watching it, and I was just like, this is the Star Wars I want, and this is the only time we've ever gotten it.
Yeah.
Like that just not. I mean, it's the Star Wars I want, and also I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is how good Star Wars can be.
Yes.
This is how good it can be, and it's only been this good this time, this one time. Yeah, I don't expect it to be Andor, but it can at least just. I hope he just gives us something good, because like you said, he wrote Days of Future Past. That shit was good, you know. But he also wrote like Age of Apocalypse, which was
Yeah,
bad,
right after.
which was bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and I think he wrote both versions. Because that's the thing. Yeah, that is the thing. You're right. Last Stand, X-Men Last Stand involves Dark Phoenix, and then he actually wrote Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
So he wrote both bad versions of the greatest
Yeah.
X-Men story ever told.
Yeah, he
So
had
it's
2
like, dude, you
attempts.
had 2 tries with a budget both times and messed it
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do for Star Wars. I mean, I'll be hopeful. I'll go
Mhm.
see it. It'll get my money. You
Yeah.
know.
Granted, this is just writing, right? This is developing the story. They have
Yeah,
not announced any directors or anything yet.
that's true. That's true.
Because he never directed any of these
He better
films.
not.
So
They're so crazy. Like, you know what? That'll be a good time.
that'll be good time.
Well, but somebody did just get tapped. Oh
They've
man.
been tapping people for years.
No,
It's supposed to be
somebody just got
Tycho, it's supposed to be
the Game of Thrones guys.
yeah.
Luckily that didn't happen. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see.
He gotta write 3 stories. I hope he
Just write
writes
them
them.
now.
Write
Write
them
them all
now.
at the same
Yes,
time.
write them now. Just write them
Yeah.
now. He'll be like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start the second one, bitch. You better have all 3 ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know how that even got
yeah,
bypassed the first time.
real basic. It ain't like they don't have the budget. It's ridiculous, but
Yeah.
we've talked about it 1,000 times. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Those movies were that bad. So, but oh wow. I guess we'll see.
So moving on to another announcement, we got the episode titles for Stranger Things season 5. Season 5 is coming out next year. We predict summer. They haven't said. It's probably gonna be summer.
Yeah.
It's coming out next year, and it's 8 episodes. Do you want me to say the episode titles?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So we have The Crawl,
The Crawl.
The Crawl, The Vanishing of Blank. They blanked that movie, the name out. The Turnborough, The Turn Bow Trap,
Okay.
Sorcerer, Shock Jock, Escape from Kamazotz, The Bridge, The Right Side Up.
The right side up.
That's the last episode.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That sounds hopeful.
it does. Or
Right?
yeah, like the reversal of the upside down.
Yeah, sounds hopeful.
So it should be good.
Yeah, I mean, because remember that last season ended bad.
Bad.
That shit looked like apocalypse. I was
Yeah.
like, I said, they
It
got flaming
Sky's
holes in the ground.
red, yeah.
I was like,
Oh, but it's interesting thing with that ending, season 5, I think they're saying takes place a year and a half after that.
yeah,
Yeah. And they released a picture of the 4 kids.
who are now
Set.
full grown adults.
Yeah, if you look.
Yeah.
People are joking. They're like, Mike, since he cut his hair, they're like, he looks like season 1 Mike. He went from looking way too old to looking like a kid again.
That's funny. I gotta look. You were a little blurry, so I gotta look.
Oh yeah. But yeah, they all look like full grown men. They're supposed to be sophomores.
Yeah.
They're all grown.
I don't even know what to look up to find that picture.
I would look up Stranger Things season 5 set photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's confirmed season 5 takes place in the fall of 1987. The first season took place November 6, 1983.
That's funny.
So, but we all know the first season came out 2016. It's 2024, so do the math.
That's so banana.
By the time it ends, it's going to be 9 years.
Yeah, they're literally like grown.
Yeah.
And like Millie Bobby Brown has become a sex symbol. Like it's just like
she's married.
A lot's happened. It's a lot's yeah, she got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. We've watched those kids go through so many different phases.
Yo.
What's my man's name with the high top fade?
Oh, Lucas.
Lucas is like clearly like worked out and stuff. This is gonna be crazy. They're like, why are you hitting the gym? He's like, I ain't got nothing else to do.
I'm waiting for you guys to make the next
when
season.
You guys stop bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know? He's all like serious. And his high top fade is terrible.
It's worse.
This is so bad. Like what?
His hairline is a upside down U.
What did they do? Man, this is what I mean. He should at least have some say in like.
Yeah, like why did you do that to him?
He's like, I could have just grown this and let my barber.
Like, why'd you give me a wig? Why'd you give me a terrible wig?
Let my barber cut it, and we'd have been straight. Like,
yeah. I don't
oh my gosh, I don't either. I'm telling you, but that's the job I want. Just give me a chair and a pink lemonade, and I'll be like, no, don't do that. Yeah. And they'll be like, what? I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what do you think of this scene? I'll be like, well. Those pants are horrible. I'm not here for the acting. I'm just here to make sure shit just don't look dumb. That's all. That's all. Oh my goodness. So I mean, I'll watch it. It's Stranger Things.
Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining.
See it through to the end.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So speaking of Netflix and Stranger Things and years, can we talk about Arcane for a second?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because season 1 dropped yesterday. No, season
2.
Season 2 dropped yesterday, and I don't know if those of you know, Arcane is an animated series that Netflix makes. It's based on the game
League of Legends.
It's been around for like 15 years or whatever. Season 1 came out of nowhere and was amazing. You agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like
one of the best animated shows ever.
Yeah, it did for like animated TV with like Spider-Verse did for like animated film. It was head and shoulders above everything that came out. It won multiple Emmys. It was great storytelling, great animation, everything. What year was that, bud?
That was 2021.
Okay, so here we are, the end of 2024. The first part of season 2 is dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what happened. I tried to watch it. Got 3 minutes into it after the recap and still was like, I don't know what the hell was going on because I haven't seen this in 4 years.
Yeah.
So I literally have to go back and watch it again before I start season 1. And I'm so annoyed because it's been 4 years and I'm like, I don't like, but
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, yes, even after I watched the whole, because the recap's long.
Yeah.
And then it
A
starts.
lot happened in that season.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sitting on the couch like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't remember any of this. Like, I was like, this is crazy because I love that show. I hit my dude up. Shout out to DJ 90. I said, Cal, did you start it? He was like, yeah, it's fire, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I tried, man. He said, no, just watch it anyways. I was like, I gotta rewatch it. He said, nope, just watch it anyways. And I was like, I might.
Think you'll be fine. I think.
But
the
it was
recap
really,
shows the parts you need to remember.
and even the recap though had me like, yeah, because like you said, a lot happened that first season, like a lot.
Yeah.
And so
it's 8-hour long episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to watch it, and I'm still excited. But man, talking about filling the gap, like feeling like with that gap, what it really did for me. I was like, I don't remember this, and that usually doesn't. I'm usually okay. I'm usually like, okay, I can wing it. Not this time.
I will say in their defense, this was animated, so they had a lot to put into this, especially for their animation.
Well, we talked about it, like the video I watched about why there's only going to be the second season.
Yeah,
you know, it's Arcane is the most expensive animated series ever made. It was $250 million. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a movie.
So they made it so good that they can't make anymore. So which is just like,
yeah, but it shows.
What? It shows. Yeah. So hey, I'm like, thank you for giving us what you gave us, but man, it's, you ever see that old Looney Tunes skit where Daffy Duck's like trying to get on his show and he has all these tricks and like they won't hire him, and he has this one trick, and he's like, okay, this one, like, this is the main trick. Basically, he ends up blowing. He drinks all this stuff, and he swallows a match and he blows himself up. And they were like, that was amazing. And you see him like as a spirit, like, yeah, but I can only do it once. It's like he has this, it's an amazing trick.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, that's Arcane.
That's accurate. Yeah,
it's Arcane. Like, yeah, we did it once. Yeah, so, oh man, but I am gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it too. So
yeah, so as it was a sight to behold that first season.
Yeah, what I've heard, I've still heard it's amazing. You know.
Yeah,
like it delivers. So that's
did you
I was worried about?
Yeah, he actually, my friend Kyle said, is actually better than season 1, but he's only 3 episodes in because they're doing each, 3 episodes every other week.
Yeah, so they know what they have on their hands. To get those people.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Another reason why they do that is, they're doing it every week. You said?
Yeah, 3 episodes every week.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of people they do studies with people get this subscription just to watch a certain show. So that's why with their big shows they break up the season. So they have to prolong their subscription.
Maybe it's not every week then. I thought it was, but
that would make sense if it's 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's a good business model.
Yeah, it's like, so you can't just subscribe for this month. You're gonna have it for at least 2.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at your mother, she watches a lot of Netflix. I don't.
Yeah, me neither. I don't have it. I'm gonna get it for the show.
Yeah, and then watch it and be like, deuces.
Oh yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, I haven't watched anything on Netflix and I don't remember. It's been a minute. But did you see about Eddie Murphy being cast to play George Clinton in a George Clinton biopic? No, you're thinking of Bill Clinton. I'm saying George Clinton, like Parliament Funkadelic.
Oh,
yeah. You were like, yeah, I know you did.
I was like, George. I had to rewind. There's not a lot of famous Clintons out there. I gotta look him up.
Yeah, you don't know about George
Clinton.
You don't know about.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't remember we were doing the Atomic Dog at the wedding last week. Atomic
that's him.
Dog.
Yeah, I didn't know that's him.
Oh, why must I feel like that?
Oh, he's still alive.
Why must I?
He's still
Chase
alive.
the cat. Yeah, he's still alive. Parliament Funkadelic. Yeah, buddy. George Clinton. And here's a little sidebar. Your grandmother and grandfather's song is Betcha by Golly Wow. By who?
George Clinton.
Parliament Funkadelic. That's
Oh.
right, baby. Well, that's his group. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Betcha by Golly Wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to check myself. But make sure. Yeah. I'll be like, nope, it's the stylistics. Damn it.
Oh. We'll cut that out.
Cut that out. My bad. But yeah. But
so he's starring. He's starring as him in a biopic.
yeah, he's gonna play George Clinton. It's gonna be dope. And I guarantee he's gonna sing, because he is musical.
Oh yeah, he's a singer.
Yeah. So it's gonna be.
Yeah.
He does. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Why must I? Tommy Dog is that shit.
Party all the time.
Party all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually like that song.
Yeah, I liked it when it came out. Yeah. I wish that song would get like one of those. Like, I was talking to your mom about this today. We're leaving the store, and I want to dance with somebody came on. Yeah, and she's like, "This is like always playing," and I'm like, "I know." I was like, "It was playing at the wedding last week."
Yeah,
and she's like, "I know." I said, "It's like I feel like this song is getting like a second life. You know, like people like love that song, and like women go crazy. I wish that would happen. I wish that would happen to Party All the Time. That would be cool if like it became like that. Oh, it's Party All the Time." Yeah. Which I feel like we could make that happen. My girl wants to. Yep, that'd be dope. Party all the time. Mm-hmm. Eddie Murphy.
Tragic story. And that song.
That song. From his first album, yeah.
Yeah. You have any other news?
I mean, Macaulay Culkin, is joining the cast of Fallout for season 2.
Yeah. Did they say who he is?
No, I don't know who he's going to. He's going to play a Vault Dweller.
Okay.
That much I do know. He's a Vault Dweller, so that should be interesting. I like them Culkin boys. They do a fine job.
That's pretty interesting, because he doesn't like work.
He doesn't work a lot.
No, so he must have liked what they gave him, like
script-wise, Like he's in this weird spot where he can still kind of pick and choose, even though. Oh, that's weird. At one point, he was like bad. He's bad. Then he turned himself around, and he's like famous for being Macaulay Culkin. But when he shows up, he delivers.
Yeah,
So
and it's not like he needs it.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Like whatever they showed him.
Yeah, he was.
Or maybe
like,
just like the first season so much.
It was like, and probably was like, I'd like to be a part of that. And they were like, really?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, so should be interested. I enjoyed the first season.
Me too.
I thought it was well done. It's funny
I actually didn't watch it. My bad.
He said me too.
I said me too. Out of habit.
Well, that makes me. We were trying to talk about video game adaptations. There's one.
Oh, that's one of them. Yeah, another one.
Yeah,
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Yeah, which I didn't finish, but everyone's told me was excellent.
Yes,
and I haven't heard anything about season 2 for that.
It's coming out. They already have a trailer and stuff.
Okay. Oh, they do.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's made. It's
coming
out. Yeah,
nice.
like it's done.
Wait, season 2 has a trailer?
Yeah, it's coming out. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out then. Yeah. Speaking of trailers, did you happen to watch the Captain America: Brave New World trailer?
Nope. After the first trailer, I'm out. Of any movie.
Yeah, that's right. That's
one trailer.
You black out. Yeah, you black out.
Because they just show more and more and spoil.
Well, they didn't show a lot more in this one, which is weird. But it seemed like it was just the trailer itself was better. I'm definitely more
because you weren't high on the first trailer. I was.
No, I wasn't. This one I liked. This one I liked, and I watched.
What about it?
I watched it at the tailgate, like with 1,000 people around me, and I was like, I get a text.
That's
message.
Why you liked it.
No, I got a text message from Shane, and was like, he said something. I'm even watch this, and I was like, watched it. Then I watched it again. And I was like, okay, let me watch this, and I was like,
yeah.
It kind of set the tone better. Like they do a lot of split screen stuff in it, but there's definitely a split. You know what I mean? That whole like him versus us versus them type thing going on.
Okay.
And the footage they used was better. And I don't know how to describe it. It kind of made Sam look more like a badass. even though he's not Steve Rogers, which
Yeah,
which
that's
is
the whole
like,
point of the movie.
yeah, because that's the whole thing. It's like the leap he has to make from being like one of the joke Avengers to being fucking Captain America is huge. Like
Yeah,
he's the guy that Ant-Man beat up, you know. So it's like
yeah,
you got to make us forget that, and that made me look like there was a scene which may have been in the first trailer, but he like even though he really couldn't, basically like goes Sonic Boom, like boom,
yeah. That was in the
and
first trailer.
yeah, but he really that would kill him. But but he's in the sky and he like throws the shield,
Okay.
and I'm like that would be dope. Like he's fighting fighter pilots, like fighter
Yeah.
jets.
Oh yeah.
And he's using the shield, which is the strongest thing on the planet, like as in
Yeah.
hardness.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's kind of dope. Like I was like, that's like I never thought about that. Like that thing would be, yeah, coming at you like Mach 2 would do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested in seeing that movie now.
Yeah.
And it had a little bit of
I was gonna say, you know what will cement him and what they got to do in the beginning of the movie to be like, okay, he's legit, is give us
yeah.
like a Winter Soldier type. You know how we had like that chase in Winter Soldier when Captain America's chasing after the Winter Soldier
Yeah.
the first time you see him,
Yeah.
he's like he like bounces into the wall and it dents it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Captain America's like cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
yeah.
just seemed like
Yeah.
they elevated him with just like a
Yeah.
simple chase, and then they gave us like the hand-to-hand fight, which was really
Yeah.
cool. He needs something like that.
Something
To
like
show
that. Yeah.
he's like you can.
Yeah,
You should take him
he's legit.
serious. Yeah.
Take him serious because that's the whole thing. You're not Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no, I'm not. But here I am. So
Mhm.
and I saw and Isaiah Bradley is in this trailer.
Yeah, he was in the
Was he?
first one. He's the one that he's like, don't do this, and he like shoots at the president or something.
No,
Or he
that's
throws a
George
shield.
That's that's GW Washington. The one that Giancarlo's playing?
No, they're in the beginning of the trailer, and he like Isaiah Bradley does something. I forget. He like slams the glass or something, but he says, "Don't do this," and it's in the beginning. It's so
Alright.
brief. You don't see his like I yeah.
Well, you
I had
see
to
him.
watch it a couple times.
You see him in this trailer.
Yeah.
And then there's another brother that I was like, is that Isaiah Bradley? And then I was like, nope, there's Isaiah Bradley. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably now I'm thinking.
I think you need to watch that first trailer again.
We're talking like I probably did watch the same trailer.
Now that I'm thinking, I'm like, this wasn't in the first trailer.
I was like, I must have really hated that first trailer.
Yeah.
And just needed to just chill. I don't know. I'll see. Now I'm looking. I'm gonna fucking kill Shane.
It's coming out in February, so
yeah.
Black History Month.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that too.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah. I was like, well, they're trying to get some of that
Black Panther.
Black Panther mojo.
Yeah.
You know. Did you? Speaking of which, did you see Lupita dressed up as Storm?
Oh,
for
no.
Halloween.
Yeah.
She killed it. And I was like, damn it. We're never gonna have that because you're already part of the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, but damn. I was like, damn. Like, yeah.
I don't know who they could get as Storm.
I don't know. But I hope
SZA. No, I'm kidding. I just want to see that costume.
Try to get me canceled. Stop. Yeah. Oh.
She's acting now. Funny? That's why I said it.
You know what's funny that you brought her up because she came up on my feed today, and I guess it was something with Eminem dissing her. And there's a picture of Eminem, and there's a picture of her. Wait, you said SZA?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You know who I thought when you said it?
Who?
I thought Lizzo. That's why I laughed so hard.
Oh,
that's why I laughed so hard. That's why I was like, oh. But anyways.
No.
Oh, but yeah, SZA. Gee, she break the internet. They put her in that costume. Good God.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
She has that movie coming out in January, so she
does?
With her and Keke Palmer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
One of them days.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer for that. Yeah.
Me neither.
Did you see Keke Palmer on the cover of like People magazine?
No.
Or it's one of those Us magazine, People, one of those magazines. She's on the cover this week.
Okay.
And it's talking about like, you know, her leaving that toxic relationship and stuff. Okay, cool. But the picture that they have of her on there, it's like the most stylized like version of Keke Palmer. It's like Keke Palmer has never looked like this picture. Like the way her hair is blown out, the way they have it
That's
styled.
People magazine.
I
They
was
do that with
like,
everyone.
that doesn't look like Keke Palmer at all.
Yeah.
Like, what did this just do to her? I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, that's really all I had to say about it. It just made me laugh. I was like, oh wow. But yeah. Do you want to get into music, or do you want to talk about the films that you saw this weekend?
We could do music real quick.
Yeah.
With the
Okay.
Grammys, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're at an hour, so.
Yeah, we are. We still still got a ways to go.
We can speed run this Grammy stuff.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. After last week, we should just keep it moving. So, so yeah, the Grammys, their nominations came out this past week.
Mm-hmm.
These are the ones we're interested in. You can go first.
Oh yeah, there's so many different categories for the Grammys. It's Grammys. I will say, women take up 6 out of the 8 nominations for Best Album and Best Record of the Year.
Nice.
And Beyonce dominates the Grammys this year. She has 10 nominations. She has the most.
For
Beyonce.
what? For what?
For her country album she did this year.
Are you serious? Are you fucking with me?
I'm being dead serious. She had that country album this year. She has
I
10
know she
nominations. The most of the night for any artist. And that makes her the most nominated artist of all time in Grammy history.
Beyonce knows.
Queen Bee.
More nominations than the Beatles.
And Michael Jackson.
Michael
and
Jackson.
Probably Quincy Jones. So
yeah.
and these 10 nominations beat her most. Sorry, she has 11. And her personal best was 2009. She had 10. So she beats that.
For an album, and don't quote me, but for an album that I don't know, did anyone listen to it? I don't know.
I guess people listen to it because it was her.
I haven't heard anything about that album since it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she made that terrible version of Jolene. So
yeah,
that's just my opinion. But I'm just saying.
Well, she has her fan base. So.
They do. They'll probably come at me.
They will.
Probably should have.
I like the song Levi Jeans. It was pretty decent.
Oh, was it? I'll have to check it out. But
it has Post Malone.
And
he got that country kick.
Yeah. Well, he got multiple nominations.
Really? For his country album.
Yeah. But she got none. Well, no country nominations. Or did she? No, she didn't get. Did he get any nominations from the Country Music Federation or whatever they're called?
I don't know.
That's
she? I don't know.
No, I don't think she got any.
Oh.
That's why I'm just wondering. It's just, I don't know. It's really weird.
Who cares about those?
I don't. But I don't know. You know how I am with Beyonce. I've been Team Rihanna for the last decade, so yeah.
Yeah. The album was okay.
It was okay. It was okay. Who else? But who else?
The Beatles. You love them. They got nominated for Record of the Year. Now and Then. That song that came out last year, and you give that look, but I'm like, they should win. They should win.
But it's weird, man. I remember the song, I liked the song, and then I forgot about the song, and I'm just
think about what they did. Record of the Year's the producing. Think of what they did.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
the most iconic.
Now is a good time. Please explain to the casual listener the difference between, say, Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
Yeah, so Song of the Year is the songwriters and the artists that write the song. Record of the Year is to the producers and everyone who mixed the song.
Right.
Yeah, that's the difference. So that's who the award goes to for Record of the Year.
Right. So it makes sense for that song to get nominated for Record of the Year because what they accomplished. Right.
Yeah, the most iconic music group ever.
Right.
Change the landscape. Comes out with a song 60 years after they disbanded. Half the members are dead.
Yeah.
They're each contributed to the song from technology that they're able to use today.
Yeah, I kind of might listen to that after. Yeah.
And it's decent song. It's not
Yeah, it's a decent
anything
song. Yeah,
amazing, but
yeah,
just on the impact of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you put it that way, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Um,
another thing, Andre 3000 got nominated for Best Album
I
of the
saw
Year
that.
for his flute
Yeah, I
album.
saw that for the infamous flute album.
Yeah.
You talk about something I don't want to talk bad about, but I'm like, what the hell?
I guess
Like,
someone liked it.
I guess so. Like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, what a
Mhm.
time. It's a strange time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but hey, we'll see. As long as something normal happens, like, I mean, what? Kendrick got nominated for 5 Grammys.
Yeah. Yes, 5.
Not Like Us. Record of the year, song of the year. What you said? Best rap performance,
Best rap song and best
best
music
rap
video.
song, and best music video. Yeah. So, he's gonna win 3 of those. And
The rap ones.
yeah, he's gonna win the rap ones. If he were to win like song of the year, I'd be like, wow,
Yeah,
I mean, it was massive. It could happen,
it
but
was. But you know
but
how they feel about
yeah, and Drake might take the
certain
bridge.
demographic.
He might take the bridge if that song
Oh,
wins.
because
If it
he's
wins
probably
song
gonna
of the year,
perform it. He's
yeah.
probably gonna perform it. Drake's gonna be in the stands, like you see him walking, you see him leaving.
I know. He'll be watching this. He'll be watching to see who's vibing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm defriending him. I'm defriending him. I'm unfriending him. Done with her. Like, you thought you were my homie. They'll be like, man, it's just a banger, man. It's just it's
Yeah.
called a bop. It's just a bop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. So we'll see. When are the
We'll
Grammys?
see. They're in February this year.
Okay.
I think they're the
So
first weekend in February.
okay.
Yeah.
So we got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you like to get into your reviews?
Sure. This past weekend, I watched 2 films that, no one probably watched, but I will briefly tell you about them because one of them you're going to see in the Oscars, maybe the other one. So,
Oh, bold statement. Bold
yeah, I'm
statement.
saying it now. It's getting a lot of hype. Okay, so the first film I'm going to talk about is actually We Live in Time. It stars Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. They're a couple. It features them as a couple just navigating their relationship.
I wanted to see that. I did
Yeah,
want
the
to see.
trailer looked decent. A24 produced it. I was all in. That's all you had to
Boom. Yeah,
say.
that's your squad. That's your squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sad to say, did not live up to my expectations.
Wow.
Yeah. I do give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, that's solid.
It's solid. Yeah, like for if you just want a movie to watch, you want to rent it or not when it's on streaming, check it out. It's a decent watch. Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield carry this movie. Like they save it. Their performances are really well done.
They're both excellent
Oh,
actors.
excellent! And this movie just shows it. They
Yeah.
chew every scene they're in. Right? They're good,
Yeah.
and them together is great. That's the good of it. Yeah, they stole the show, and they carried this film sadly because the gimmick of this movie is time. It's the title is We Live in Time. So the gimmick is just jumping throughout the relationship. It's not
Okay.
a linear story.
It's not linear. Oh, that movie's not
Yes.
going to do well at all.
No. It
Yeah.
becomes linear like 75%. The last act is linear. But
Okay.
up until then, it's jumping around and it was an uphill batter from the start because I'm not even spoiling anything with this. The third scene in the movie is her getting diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And because the first scene is them waking up in the morning. Like they're already in the house together. She's making breakfast. The second scene, I don't even know. I forget. The third scene is her getting diagnosed with cancer and what they're gonna do. And it's like you don't even know these characters. You can't. You have no connection with them.
Yeah, you don't even know how to
This
feel
is
yet.
you don't
Yeah.
even know how to feel, and that for me was just an uphill battle. Eventually, you feel for
Yeah.
these characters and what they're going through.
Yeah.
and later down the line in the relationship, like it shows them how they met, shows them first start dating, shows them giving birth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it works.
It does.
But it does work once it eventually, but that's
Mm-hmm.
once you know them.
Yeah.
So from the start, just to that was the premise of the movie, is just them navigating, like where they're gonna end up. So
Okay.
just seeing how they get to that point. It was an interesting take. I think it did more harm than good. That's
Just
just
not
me.
being non-linear.
Yeah, like they
Mm-hmm.
just did it just to do it. Like
Yeah.
the whole point of this film just seemed to be made because of that. And
Hmm.
it's like, oh, why did you want to do that? Like, what did it
Yeah.
contribute?
Right.
'Cause especially
Well.
by the last 30 minutes, it's all just linear.
Mhm. Well, at least you have Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh.
And they save it. They save it.
So here is my question for you:
Hmm.
Can I take your mother to see this movie?
Yeah, she will like it.
Yeah, she'll like. Okay, cool.
It's like it is a little tricky at first to know when it is. That's kind of the fun part of it. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh, what's going on? But then you catch on because Florence Pugh's hair. That's like the only
Yeah, her hair.
way to
Yeah, that's
change it. It's like, oh, she has short hair, or that's a wig. She has long
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
But at first I was like, oh, when is this? It's his
I could hear your
before
mom's
they
mouth.
met. Yeah,
I could hear her now. She'd
oh,
be like,
she's
"What?"
and this is
Yeah,
and the ending for this, she's gonna be like, that was it.
that's her
But
famous line.
the ending didn't work. Usually I like those endings. It didn't work for this. It didn't work for this.
Really?
They needed.
Wow. Wow.
I,
Oh,
okay, jump forward 10 seconds real quick, because I'm gonna say why it didn't work for me. Do you want me to
yeah.
tell you?
It just do they end it on like a flashback or something instead of actually
No,
like? Okay,
no. I think they should have,
okay.
because we never got a goodbye with the two of them, or one final like conversation. Like
Really?
the last conversation we had with just the two of them, or scene with just the two of them, they were arguing, and then it was the climax of the film, and it was like a big hoorah moment, right?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
she accomplished something right before she passed away, and then it was a time jump and she was gone. I was like, but we never got a
Got
give me a little montage, maybe montage would have saved
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It would have been more gut wrenching.
yeah.
That was
Wow,
my biggest qualm.
wow. Yeah, I haven't even seen it, but I would like to see that because
The ending's
Garfield's.
still decent. It's a good scene, but the whole core of the movie is
Yeah,
Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield.
yeah. So you need that
Mhm.
for that gut part. Man, look, they're
Mhm.
both so good.
They are.
They're both so good. Like he made Gwen Stacy's death tragic for me.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that. You
They're
know that.
amazing. They are amazing in
Yeah.
this, and if they're
Hmm.
nominated for acting, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
I'll pick him over. This is gonna sound dumb, but I'm just thinking that movie reminded me of that A Wedding Story or whatever with with Adam
Marriage Story?
Driver, Marriage Story. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I was like, without even seeing either one of them, I'm taking Garfield over Adam Driver, and I'm taking Pugh over Scarlett Johansson.
No.
Straight up, no,
Nah.
no.
Nah.
Wow,
Nah. Marriage Story
Marriage
was
Story is better.
raw. It was raw.
Well, that's why I haven't watched it
Yeah.
because I was like,
Marriage Story
nah.
is far better.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that A24 too?
No, that was a Netflix
No.
original.
Really?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, damn. Now I got to watch them both.
I
And
do
now
still
this.
recommend, if you want like a sad
Yeah.
relationship drama, go check it
Yeah.
out.
Cool. I
Mom
watched
will
the
like it. Mom will like it.
your mom was watching Footloose today while I was
Original?
cooking. Yeah, the OG. I forgot
Mhm.
they remade that shit. Oh my
Yeah,
god, they did.
they did
But yeah,
2011.
so I'm like cooking,
Mhm.
and she's chilling, and she's like, "Babe, why were they just so dramatic back then?" And I said, "Babe, this is how they acted, like how they
Mm,
acted." And it made me, and you talking about Florence Pugh reminds me, I saw a thing where they showed like the difference between like, and it was her being compared to someone like her age, but like 20 years ago acting, just how like things are more subdued now, but
yeah.
more real because of it, as opposed to just over the top, melodramatic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
interesting to see that with acting
yeah, because
because you
she's
can
good.
you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Hmm.
Especially when it's been a few years and the styles have changed, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
man, you really ham boned that one up, didn't you? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's even worse
yeah,
when you go back to the
mm,
50s,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See,
But the guys were real. The guys were real one note.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It wasn't probably till our guy Marlon Brando that
yeah.
changed.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
the day after we talked about it, the trailer dropped, and
Oh,
it is not what I thought it was going to be.
what is it like?
I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch this now
No,
because
really.
it focuses on him, all his weirdness. It focuses on all his what is it,
Mm,
eccentric. He was so eccentricities,
yeah,
whatever. And I'm like, but it didn't seem like,
man,
yeah, like I might still check it out
I'm
because
gonna watch it.
you know who's in it. Your boy John Hetter's in it. Is that his name?
John Heater.
Heater, Napoleon
Yeah,
Dynamite. Yeah,
yeah.
he's in it. He's in it. It's the stories around a period in Marlon's life where he owned an island and he was
Mm.
trying to like build somewhere to live up there and be self sufficient. Like there's this part of the trailer where like he's like, drink that, isn't that good? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's from my piss. Like he's like, it's from my
Oh
urine.
man,
Yeah, like and it's like, yeah, and there's a bunch of weird stuff like that. And then he wants to build a
sounds like
hotel
twice.
on the island so he can like basically fund the island because he has to have people come there. So
Yeah.
otherwise he can't. So I don't know. It might be good, but Billy Zane, it went from me looking like wow, thinking wow, he's going to be amazing to being like, I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know now. Now that I saw the trailer, just the stills were
I'll give
amazing.
him credit for choosing an interesting part of his life to tell a
Oh, it
biopic
is. It is.
instead of
But
your generic one,
yeah,
from like, oh, he was born here and
like
this is
Rocket
where he
Man.
ended up. Yeah, no, Rocketman's still enjoyable.
Okay.
Bohemian,
Rhapsody.
yeah, Rhapsody.
Really? You really just didn't dig that movie?
It was okay. It
Yeah.
was your play-by-play,
Yeah.
inaccurate
Yeah,
biopic.
inaccurate. We're afraid to show
That's
you the
what you
real.
get.
Yeah.
That's what you get with
Yeah.
those type
Yeah.
of movies. At least
Yeah.
Rocket Man showed a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah. Benny and the Jets.
So the other movie I watched was Anora. So this is an indie movie
Mhm.
from writer and director Sean Baker. He directed The Florida Project. You know and love it.
Mooney and Scooney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is getting a lot of hype. It's an independent movie. It won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. First American film to do it since 2011.
Which was what? Do you remember?
It was Tree of Life, so believe it or not.
Oh, Terrence Malick.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And what this movie's about, it's about a sex worker falls in
Mm.
love with a billionaire. Sorry, son of a billionaire. He's
Mm.
the heir of a $1 billion company.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what it's about. Them falling in love and then his family finding out. Now this is the movie that I'm saying it's gonna get nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Screenplay.
Really?
I would say Best Directing too. Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
Who did you say the director was?
Sean Baker,
What's his rap sheet?
Florida Project.
That's right. That's what you said.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Florida
Yeah. Yeah.
Project, and then
I'm
like
49, but yeah.
Florida Project, and like other indie movies. Tangerine, that
Okay.
was the one
Yeah.
shot on an iPhone.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
his last one was Red Rocket. He hasn't had a lot of movies.
Yeah. I haven't seen Red Rocket, but
That
Florida.
was
Yeah.
about like a guy porn star coming back to his hometown.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, like middle age. I heard that was funny. But this one's funny. This one,
Yeah.
people were saying it's the intensity of Uncut Gems, but like a screwball comedy as well.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised at how funny it was.
Yeah.
And that acting's amazing. The actress, she hasn't been in a lot of stuff. Her name's Mikey Madison. She was
Mhm.
really good. She nailed that New York accent, but she was funny. But also, like, by the end, it's a traumatic story. It's like the reversal of a Cinderella story.
Yeah,
Like that, like
yeah.
tale. It's just by the end you're like, dang, this
Damn,
sucks. Yeah.
damn, yeah.
But throughout, until then, you're laughing. Then it's just slowly you're like, I don't know how this is gonna go,
Mm, mm.
right?
What's that? Now you saw that in the theaters. You said it's gonna have a limited run though, right?
Yeah, I think by
Okay.
the end of this month it's already out of theaters.
So it'll be streaming soon.
Hopefully, I don't
All right,
know who
yeah, I'll
made
check it
it.
out.
I don't know what company made it.
Okay. So who's distributing it? Yeah, you don't know
Yeah,
yet.
I'm
Okay.
not sure. It is heavy R rating, not just for
Oh,
swearing, but
oh,
she's a
just
stripper.
some full frontal.
Yeah, the first shot of the movie is a oneer of guys getting a lap dance, and
Ooh.
it's in your face.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it's the shot of the main character, and it zooms in on her.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay.
I'm sitting in the theater like, oh,
Oh, you're
okay.
looking around like,
Yeah, I was like, did not know it was gonna be like this.
yeah. Am I in the right movie?
hmm
This floor sticky. What's going on?
It's good though. It's yeah. I mean, just yeah.
Mm,
Like it is really funny. It's chaotic, but it never jumps the shark either. So
okay.
that's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say
I'm
about
intrigued.
that.
I'll check it out. I'll check that
hmm
out.
It's gonna at least get best picture. It's not gonna win. I'm not saying it
But
should
it's gonna.
win. It's gonna get nominated, and I think she's gonna get nominated for best actress.
It's late enough in the year. It could definitely get the nod.
hmm
Yeah.
And it has the
Yeah.
buzz already with cans and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, Honora. That's what it's called.
Honora.
hmm
Yeah, check it out, people. I think
Oh,
I'll check it
also
out.
the billionaire, the son of the billionaire, he's Russian.
Oh, he's like an oligarch.
Yes, it's an
Oh,
oligarch. Yes.
oh, yeah. Yeah, it
Mhm.
goes bad for her.
But
Wow.
it never
Wow.
does go. If you think
Yeah.
about it, like you think it doesn't jump the shark.
Okay.
Like, oh, I'm gonna
Okay.
break your knees. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not that.
yeah,
It's not
never.
that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
stays normal.
Yeah. Heartbreaking. Really
hmm
normal.
hmm
Huh. Yeah. I'll check that out. I will check that out. Yeah. Yeah. Rich watch got a what did he say? Rich watch got a Russian face like an oligarch.
Mm. Kanye
Jay-Z
West.
said that.
Oh, that was
That was
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Oh.
Yeah, and I said, damn. I like rewound it. Was like, did you hear what that man said?
Yeah.
People are like, what is he talking about? He said his rich watch has a Russian face like an oligarch. That's
Yeah.
lyrics. Wow. Anyways,
hmm
but yeah, I definitely will check that out for sure, bud. For sure. Yep.
Yeah. That's the movies I watched. I'm gonna be watching more. I have a AMC
So
A-list membership now, so
on your letterbox,
yes.
and if your people aren't familiar with Letterboxd, check it out. It's like social media for films. You can go in there and like movies, rate movies, share the movies that you saw.
hmm
Your cousin Dom just shared a couple movies the other day that she saw. She finally saw Blink Twice.
Oh
She went
yeah,
on there.
I read her review actually.
Yeah. So I think Letterboxd is kind of the shit. So if you were to letterbox both of these movies, how many stars would you give them?
I did letterbox both of these
You
movies.
did?
As
Oh,
soon
you
as the
did?
credits roll, I'm on it.
Really?
I'm
Did you
on
share it?
You can see it. I just
Are we
don't write
friends?
reviews. I don't write
Oh, okay.
reviews.
Okay.
I'm
So
friends with you. Yeah.
all right. So what'd you give it?
Honora?
Yeah.
4.5.
4.5 out of 5.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's
What'd
my
you
type
give?
of movie. It's my type
Yeah.
of movie.
Okay.
My type of humor. My type of drama.
Mhm.
We Live in Time, I gave a 3.
3 solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 solid.
Oh, Dom actually watched that. 3.5, she gave it.
Did she? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, people versus we are not sponsored by Letterboxd, but we just highly recommend it. Yeah. So now that we're on the other side of this thing,
Yeah.
we'll briefly mention sports, maybe a little bit of anime, and we'll
Yeah.
call it a day.
Sounds good to me.
Well, our Pittsburgh Steelers
Yes, sir.
won a nail biter today in Washington, D.C. They beat the Washington Commanders by what? 1 point?
1 point. 2 minutes
What?
left on the clock.
Yeah. Our offense and our defense showed up, which I was like,
Yeah.
wow. I was like, wow.
Because
Like,
the Commanders, they're one of the top scoring teams.
Yeah, they're
in
a
the
good
NFL.
team.
Yeah, their
Which
offense, yeah.
Yeah, I was just having this conversation yesterday with one of the dads, and I'm casual with sports, but you know that if it's not
Mm-hmm.
fighting, I don't really pay much attention. But I said I know that we're getting into the meat of our schedule now. I think the hard teams are coming now. I was like, so
Mm-hmm.
this will definitely be a test for Pittsburgh, for Russell, everything, and they did it. They did it.
They did
And
it.
they looked like they deserved to win. They didn't just like win by 1 point. It looked like they won the game.
Yeah, they
But
put in the effort.
but it was still close because they
Mm-hmm.
both sides put up a fight. But yeah, they won. So congratulations to the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers,
Game-winning
America's
touchdown,
team.
Mike Williams joined
Right,
the team
right.
5 days ago.
Oh, for real? I didn't know. See, I didn't know that.
They traded the Jets for him.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah. Wow. Did you see that catch that Pickens made?
Oh yeah, I watched that.
You'll see
That
that
was
on
nice.
highlight. That'll be on highlight reels for.
He's
for at
good
least,
for the highlight catches.
Yeah, I was like, this dude contorted his whole body.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, a good coach will be like, "You were out of position." Like,
Mhm.
he'd be like, if you were in position, you wouldn't have to do that. But
Mhm.
but it looked dope. It looked dope. Yeah, that's all I really had for sports.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Pittsburgh won. Go Steelers.
Yeah, 7-2 lead.
Oh yeah,
lead the AFC North.
yep. It's crazy. So as we slide into anime corner, One Piece is still on hiatus. The anime. So
Mhm.
they're replaying. They're playing the remastered Fishman Island
That
saga.
started.
Yeah, I think. How am I
Okay.
watching it? So I know they're not coming. Yeah, the new
Oh.
stuff isn't coming back till April, so I'm kind of just like moping around because
Yeah.
the manga was on hiatus too for a couple weeks, but one finally dropped this week and it was good. I still love it. But I told you I started watching ReZero, season 1.
Yes.
And I told you the whole premise. The kid gets transported to this fantasy world. He thinks he's the hero, and then he finds out that like when he dies, he reincarnates. He gets reincarnated at a save point.
Yeah.
But he remembers what happened, and he also remembers death and the pain of death and the trauma of death every time.
Yeah.
And he can't tell anyone, or he'll die. And if he tells certain people, they'll die. Like people he starts to care about. So I was about to give up on it, bud. I was halfway through the first season. Yeah, I was deep into the first season. Remember, I told you it was. Yeah, I told you it was hour episodes, but you said I think it might be 2 episodes. That's what it was. So I was watching 2 episodes. They were saying it was 1. So, anyways, I was probably 2/3 of the way through, and I was like, I'm about to be done with this. I was like, this is just not my jam.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and now it's kind of really good. So,
really?
And
what episode was this?
It wasn't. It was probably episode 10 out of 13, which is really episode 20. Yeah, but no. But this is the thing. I liked it. I know I liked it initially, and then probably around episode 5, I started to get kind of just like what is this? You know what I mean? Like this character, because I remember telling Marshall, I said he's not developing. The character's not changing. He's not he was like my biggest issue with the whole thing. And then like the way the other characters were in regards to him, I'm like, this isn't even making any sense the way they are with him. I'm like, it's not making sense. But I don't know. There was just like a turn, and it got better, and now I'm interested in it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take a little couple-day break so I can watch Arcane. But yeah, when that's over, I'll definitely be right back into ReZero. And so yeah, so that's what I'm watching right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be watching Arcane too. Penguins finales tonight, so
yes, indeed. And can we?
up.
We almost forgot about that. Can we just discuss episode 7?
Top Hat? Episode 7, yeah.
Yeah, and when we find out what happened to Oz's family.
Now I have a question with you on that murderer. Because we found out Oz basically killed his brothers.
Yeah.
My question for you. Also, that actor is the kid from Palmer. I had to look that up. That Justin Timberlake movie.
That kid was Palmer?
That that kid, yeah, that young Oz is riding
Was
Island.
Palmer.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I had to look at. I was like, who is this kid? Because he did great as a young penguin.
Yeah, I thought he was really good too.
Yeah, he had
but
the accent and everything.
yeah,
and the
but he was good.
waddle.
He was good in Palmer though too.
Yeah, so he
I was,
hey,
yeah,
bright
I didn't know
future.
you. Yeah,
I
I didn't know
didn't
you
watch
watched
it.
Palmer.
No, I had I looked it up.
No, I watched Palmer. Me
I
and
know
your
you
mom
did.
watched that. Yeah,
That's why I just said it.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, holy! You said Palmer. I'm like, wait, 3 people
Yeah.
watched that movie. Me, your mother, and
Mhm.
Justin Timberlake. I was like, so, like,
Yeah.
yeah, Palmer was good though. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Kid did his thing as a young Oz.
yeah, yeah. Like so.
My question for
So
you,
what's
I
your
wanted to say
question?
was,
Was it on purpose?
yeah. Do you think he knew they were gonna be stuck down there?
No. I think he meant to lock them in.
Mm-hmm.
I think he thought they were gonna get out, and then I think it was like the first big thing he committed to. Just like, all right, like I'm kind of like here. This is kind of nice
Mm-hmm.
because you saw, like, I mean, it was what he wanted. You know, like just him and his mother to himself. Even down to like I was talking to Sergi
first
about
scene. The first scene you
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah,
The way he was looking at his brothers.
when his mother was playing with the other brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what in a way she couldn't really play with him, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I said to Sergi, I said I feel like it shined a light on their relationship because even the movies that he's like, Mom, like as an adult, you want to watch these old movies. It comes to find out he was the one wanting to watch that stuff. Like he picked that movie. She's like, let me guess, you want to watch Top Hat.
Yeah.
So in reality, like their relationship, because at first she kind of comes off like toxic, but I'm thinking maybe it's not all her. I think maybe, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, he's always had that attachment.
Yeah.
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 People are saying like Oedipus Rex.
Yeah. Oedipus. Yeah.
Oedipus
Yeah.
Rex.
Oedipus, my bad. Oedipus Rex.
Oedipus
Yeah.
Rex. Which
Yeah.
Oedipus Rex, who's the person he looks up to? The penguin? Who's the penguin look up to? Rex
Who?
Calabrese.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's some fun little writing.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Part of me wants to say I don't think he did it on purpose, just because I don't want to say it.
Just because he was a kid, you know. He
but I remember.
But he was looking at him crazy in the beginning, and he has a
Yeah.
weird attachment to her.
Yeah, but remember, he looks at the window, like almost like to see if they were coming.
Yeah.
Like he was kept checking things.
He
Like when
did.
he first came in, he looked to see if their stuff was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like their coats were hanging up and they weren't. He looked at the window, and then as the night ticked on, and I'm like, I think he just then once he was like, fuck. But did they ever say that they found them?
No, they didn't say.
Right. Like they never did say that we found your kids. You figure they just were in there.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know that's the same thing he fell in the end of the episode.
Yeah, that saved his life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, that was terrible. As soon as he shut the door, I was your mom said they did.
Yeah.
I was like, they're dead.
They really like, this guy's a villain. Drop that. Just to remind us.
Just right about now, you're starting to sympathize with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and bam.
Yeah.
Like, even after all the murder and stuff, he's already done. You still like him.
You still like him? Yeah. So like you made that right, then I left, and right over here. Yep, that's where you fucked up. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a villain, and we have one more episode for him to go all out crime boss. You know, it's a shame. I hope we don't lose Sophia, but we're probably going to.
That was the question I was gonna ask. The second question: do you think Sophia Gigante survives?
She can, as a Batman character going forward, she can afford to survive. She doesn't have to die.
Some people think she could play a big part in the second Batman.
Yeah, she doesn't have to die. You know, she could be fallen, and like she could, like something could happen, and she could, you know, fall from grace and disappear for a while. But she doesn't have to die.
But for her, for Penguin to be the Penguin, she has to get out of the picture.
Yeah, she has to be out of the picture, but she doesn't have to die.
Yeah,
she can come back and be a threat later because she's fucking good.
She's so good. I'm like, she steals every scene she's in.
yeah, I'm like, don't take this away from us because she's a
Yeah.
beast, you know. Like, did you ever watch Luther? The
No.
Idris Elba, he had this character named Alice the first season, and she was like that. Like Alice, like when she showed up, it was just like this chick's amazing, and you just wanted more and more of her. Like every season, like just show her once, please. like I just want to see her, and like that's how I feel about Sophia. Like even if she doesn't, we know she's not going to end up as the top dog, but even if she doesn't, just have her play a tertiary role every once in a while.
Yeah.
Show up, wreak some havoc, do the dip, like something that makes people look over his shoulder besides Batman.
Yeah.
Because yeah, she's just so good. It's like one of them things where I'm like, they're probably just like, man, how did we luck out and get this person? We already had Colin over here just killing everything. You don't even realize it's him. And then this chick shows up who has a history of doing like comedies. Even though,
no one expected it.
Even I saw Palm Springs, that movie with
Me
her
too.
and she had some scenes in there where she had some chops. There were some moments in that movie where you're like, oh, like, because the movie's like funny, but then there's some scenes where you're like, oh. But yeah. So I don't know if she's gonna make it. I know Victor ain't. We ain't gonna get her and Victor.
No,
We ain't.
Victor's gone.
We ain't.
Victor's gone, and that's gonna make me cry.
Yeah, Victor's gonna be the final nail in the coffin. Then he's gonna lose his mother. Who even her? Who is this woman? Who is this woman that comes out of nowhere and she's just incredible?
Yeah, I've heard DeAndre O'Connell. I typed her name.
That's her name?
Yeah. She chews up the scenery too.
Yeah. I told you that scene when her and Victor were dancing.
Oh yeah, that was a great one.
And he was talking about, and then Oz was like talking about all her different diagnoses.
Yeah.
And you could see him, you know what I mean, while she's dancing. I was just like, man.
Yeah. And
man,
even in this episode, when Sophia and her had the scene together, and she goes from not phased at all to the day her sons died.
Her dementia kicked in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she snaps back. Nasty as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing really good too. Like the show's killing it.
Yeah, it is. It just is. I'm probably gonna actually stay up and watch it.
Me too. So, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, because I drank a cup of coffee at like 5.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Have some Mio. You're good. It's actually out right now as we're talking.
Yeah, it just dropped. It just dropped a minute ago. Yeah, so yeah, it's probably gonna happen. We shall see. But yeah, that's about all I really had.
That's all I have as well.
Yeah. I think we made up for last week's.
I think so too.
Yeah, last week sounded like one of our first episodes. It was pretty funny.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't
we were just taking it back to the old days.
Time.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
Sure, just did a clip show. That's what we should have did for 100 episodes.
Yeah. What's good? Me crunching ice and sucking on my teeth. It would have been great. But yeah. So yeah, I guess it's a wrap. So until next time, everybody. He's Son.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening. And be kind to each other. Please be kind to each other.
It's Son and Pops.